Hello everyone. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Also, it's Freehand Friday. So today I'm smoking my Alpha handmade pipe with a diatite stem, it says. Alpha is spelled APHA, so whatever you pronounce it. And I'm smoking Ashton's Artesian Blend that was gifted to me way back in, I believe it was December, by Mike of Smokin' Briar. And he had sent me a terrific, wonderful hoard of no less than 17 tobaccos, about 1 3/4, 1½ ounces to 2 ounces of all different English blends. And I have very carefully, I've kept them sealed, and they're still moist, very smokable, and I'm enjoying this now. Mike, if you're watching, thank you tremendously, and I'm still enjoying the wonderful gifting that you bestowed upon me. Today's quote is from Henry David Thoreau, the famous author, poet, and philosopher, who wrote, "Try not to wake too early. The head should not be level with the feet for too long." End quote. I've smoked this pipe several times on YouTube. And one of the things I like about it is the nice, very ample bowl. In fact, it's the largest bowl of any pipe I own. Freehand, straight, or otherwise. And so I can use my cigar lighter without worrying about damaging the plateau, because it doesn't have one, So I hope today ushers in a fine weekend for you, wherever you are, and you have some fun activities planned. I don't know the exact makeup of Ashton's Artesian Blend. I have not checked any reviews on it, but it tastes like your standard English, a little Oriental thrown in there, freak or whatever, lot of Kia and so forth. And it's very tasty. It really is. Really nice. I would go out and buy this. And I think I'm going to call my local smoke shop and have them get some on tap for me. My son-in-law and daughter came over last night while my wife's out the shore. She returns tonight. And they made me dinner. And I enjoyed a nice talk with Bob. That's his name, my son-in-law. And he was showing me all about collecting baseball cards. And he does memorabilia, things like boxing gloves of famous things, autograph, you name it, he does it. It's one of his hobbies, and he does make some money at it. And he was teaching me all about how some cards are certain faults and how some are trimmed in a certain way. It was very fascinating. And he's had some real nice material passed through his hands over the years. And he's had a couple Mickey Mantles and the vintage ones. And Ty Cobb and so forth. Very, very interesting. And I was showing him about the stamp hobby. And what I collect is a series called Washington Franklins from approximately 1911 to 1928. And the differences, might have one stamp that looks exactly like another, but the perforations, those little sawtooth things, could be different. And on one as opposed to the other, and that difference could mean hundreds, or even in some cases, thousands of dollars. And he was quite interested, and I was eager to tell him, because I'm not on any collecting sites or anything, so I don't have many fellow collectors to talk to directly. So, as a matter of fact, it's going to be one of my goals to join a discussion group or blog or whatever, and take it from there. to have all this information, nobody share it with you. It's nice when somebody listens to you. So they stayed overnight and left early this morning. They get up like about 4:30, quarter to 5, and they go to the gym every day. Just about every day except Sunday, and even that, sometimes 7 days a week. And they're both in fabulous shape. And so he's a trainer, a personal trainer, and he does that professionally. He's licensed and all this stuff, and he's a massage therapist also, and she works for a company that rents office space, and her co-workers are great. They treat her like gold, and she's very well thought of. So that's what they do for a living. And of course, since she's out of the house now, I welcome when she comes over. That's a treat for me and him. And so that's what I did yesterday, or happened to me yesterday rather. And tonight, my wife comes back. Might watch a movie. I'll tell you, there's a good movie out there. Once you've seen it, it's like most of these mystery things. It's a movie that you don't really watch too many times because you know how it's going to end. Not like a comedy where, it's like a laugh a minute and you watch it over and over again to get the funny part. It's called Non-Stop. And it's with Liam Neeson, I think his name is, and Julianne Moore. And the captain of the airplane is a guy that was assistant district attorney on Law and Order, and a few other minor stars. Well, anyway, if you haven't watched it, I would recommend it if you like actioners. And it's got a twist for an ending. And the basic premise is someone, male or female, you don't know, of course, plans to murder somebody on the plane every 20 minutes unless $150 million is put into an account. And you find out fairly early, so I'll tell you, the account is Liam Nelson, the protagonist, and so suspicion, he's an air marshal, and the suspicion is immediately focused on him, but as he says, well, why would I put it into my own account? And but it's very intriguing, and I'd recommend you watch it if you haven't. You would like it. I very rarely recommend movies. Movies and restaurants I take, stay away from. Worst meal I ever had. Had to leave that movie early, just couldn't stand. But I'm going out on a limb here and recommending that movie. Well, I've been chatting away, and a pipeful is almost at the end. Great smoke. And Mike, thank you. I know you've been out of the smoking community for a while, but thanks again. Happy smoking!